Hi, I'm DM Fitzgerald. I'm the creator of the Mper adventure. I'd like to thank all of you that have liked and subscribed to give us a boost. If you haven't liked or subscribed, please consider it. We could definitely use the help to the site. And now, let's roll the tape.
When last we left our intrepid adventurers, they were on a mission to the elvish kingdom of Alwyn in order to secure a treaty with the elves. They're also going to see if Scala can stay in the elvish lands in order to forestall the effects of the cursed metal of the dragon ring. The party left the Fortress of Lament in the middle of the night on a boat to take them back to Sylvia's Rest. This was because they'd been attacked by creatures known as Stormwalkers, who are creatures who are controlled by Destaria, the Queen of the North. Some of the party are despondent, thinking that Morgan has canceled the quest. However, when they gather in the morning, Morgan has other plans. Morgan tells them that she wanted any spies that the Queen of Northern Desirata had to see them heading back to Sylvia's Rest and making it look like they were abandoning their quest. She adds that she didn't plan the run-in with the True Men or the attack by the Stormwalkers, but she decided to use those as a public excuse to go back to Sylvia's Rest. Finn asks, then what is the plan? Morgan says that the small boat that they're towing behind them will take them to the coast, and then they'll follow the river north to the Elvish Kingdom. Marcus says, isn't there a subterranean river that follows the one above? Maybe they could use that instead and stay out of sight? But Morgan says that she considered that, but she doesn't know if there are any outlets near the Elvish Kingdom from that waterway. There probably is, but she doesn't want them to be trapped underground searching for it. She mentions that this ship will continue on to Sylvia's Rest by way of the Sadakadishian city of Khan. By the time it gets back to Sylvia's Rest, they'll have a good head start in the north. The party gathers their equipment and load up on the small boat. Garu has some rudimentary sailing skills, so the party heads back to the northern continent of Avalon after all. They arrive on the northern continent and hide the boat. Then they take a march along the coast, looking for the river that empties into the inland sea. After 3 days, they come to a huge cut in the earth and a place where a river indeed flows out of a cavern. They also see a river on the surface, falling from heights to join the underground river merging into the sea. Off the shore, they see towers on several small islands. Finn asks if that's a town. Morgan says they're called the Swamp Towers, and several tributaries of the underground river flow out to them. She tells them to disturb nothing and don't leave the path until they're a little further in the north. Morgan adds there's a well-known sea creature that claims part of this area, and they don't want to attract attention using their powers to defend themselves. They pass through the area without incident and make their way into the forest. Marcus tells the party that this part of the forest is called the Endless Forest of the Gods, and this is the place where the creatures called Sheesh were created. Finn says that where he comes from, they call them orcs. Mercy and Brock agree. After a few days, they come to a human village that's been put to the torch. There are signs of a fight, and it's probably several weeks old. Brock says that it's strange. There are no signs of bodies, or even parts of bodies. Marcus has them follow him, and they go to the outskirts of the village to the north, and there is a series of crude statues made from mud, twigs, and branches. There's a nauseating smell coming from the effigies. Marcus says that these were made from sticks and sheesh excrement. They do this to mark their territory. Obviously, the forces of northern Deserata have moved further to the west than they thought. Garu comes running over to them. The party as one draw their blades when they see that the elf is agitated. He places something on the ground in front of them and then smiles.